So the first trailer for the DC Shazam film has just released a while back, a few days or a few weeks ago, and I just got around to watching it. And I have to say that this trailer gave me a lot of hope for DC. This and Aquaman is starting to get my hopes up pretty high for the DC universe. What I liked about this trailer is it looks so much different from the usual DC films, Batman vs Superman, Justice League, even Man of Steel to a degree. It has such just a completely different tone, atmosphere, color scheme, the way the characters are. It's so different. It's so fun. It's so vibrant. It's so more lighthearted. It's a refreshing take on the DC universe, and this is what the DC universe needs. It needs diversity. It needs different types of genres and different types of, I guess you could call it creative directions. And that's what I feel like DC's been lacking severely. But with James Wan directing Aquaman and David Sanberg directing Shazam, and he also directed two of my favorite films that are horror films, Lights Out and Annabelle Creation. I love those two films. So with these two directors helming both of these projects, I feel like DC has the opportunity at the end of this year and next year to really make an impactful change to their overall formula, because the formula they've had has been a terrible formula, and the films by and large have been pretty bad. I mean, Man of Steel was okay. Batman vs Superman was just a complete mess. Justice League I liked to a degree, but the story just wasn't good. The CGI was very bad. The color palette was very bad. It just was not a good film, and that was a disappointment. Because Justice League should have been like Avengers: Infinity War for the DC universe, but it just was nothing like that. It was nothing like that at all, unfortunately. But Shazam, it looks great. I mean, it looks really fun. It looks lighthearted. It looks like it has some charm to it, and I'm looking forward to it. I have no idea who Shazam is. I don't know what his powers are. The only thing I know about Shazam is what I saw in the trailer. So I'm going into this completely blind. I don't know who he is, his origin. I don't know how comic accurate this is. I don't know any of that. All I know is that based on this trailer, it looks great. Shazam looks great. The cast looked great. I mean, the direction looks fantastic. It looks like it's going to be a fun film. And more importantly, it's something different. I mean, this is what a lot of the problem with DC is. They have the same formula that is not only not only a good formula, but it's a badly executed formula, because you have one style, one theme, and basically one type of director. I mean, if Zack Snyder hadn't had to leave Justice League, you would have had Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and Justice League all directed by Zack Snyder, which is basically a good majority of the current DCEU. And it's not a bad thing to have one director for multiple films. I mean, the Russo brothers have directed, I think, like 3 or 4 Marvel films, but they're not the only directors or the primary directors. There are a plethora of directors in the MCU, and that's what needs to happen in the DCU, because when you have a diversity of creative minds, you get things like a Shazam or an Aquaman. When you don't just have Zack Snyder as the majority creative control of your films, you get different things that people will like. And so Shazam really does give me hope for the DC. Aquaman also gives me hope. After watching both of these trailers, I'm really, really hoping that these two films turn the tide for DC, because, I mean, Lord knows that they need something to go in their favor. So, yeah, I mean, I can't say enough good things. I don't think anything bad about the film that I can say. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's just a 2-minute trailer, but so far I like what I see. I like Shazam. I like the story, and I'm looking forward to it. And I was not looking forward to it before. I mean, I had heard that the film was in development. I knew that Dwayne Johnson was attached to it, but I really didn't care because I didn't know who Shazam was, what Shazam is. I didn't know anything about it, but having no idea about anything related to Shazam and watching this trailer, I absolutely love Shazam and I want to go see the film. So, those are my takes on the trailer. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and with that said, I will see you guys later. Take it easy.